Welcome to the virtual career fair hosted by the Sustainable Community Aid Network, featuring an interview with the owner of ZTQ Jewelry, Adaolisa Azike. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Could you start off by introducing yourself and telling us about your passion?
So hi, my name is Ada and I am 20 years old. I recently graduated from the University of Toronto with a degree in biology and science. I'm currently working on pursuing a master's degree in biotechnology. My passions are very much with helping people, helping individuals, especially the people that need help and are not getting the type of help that they need. So that's was an inspiration for my business as well. So yeah, my passions lie with just helping people.
Wow, you are super young. You're like around my age. How did the idea for your business come about?
It started I think mid 2020, where I had a lot of free time. So, and I've always been the type of person to want to like try new things and like have something of my own, like have an organized. I've always had like a leadership passion to me. So I've always wanted to own and like grow something from the bottom up. And it just came to me that, oh, maybe like I can sell jewelry, but have it be more than just jewelry. So I've always worn jewelry that had some sort of sentimental value to me, that actually like meant something to me. So I wasn't just wearing it because it's an accessory, but it meant something to me, right? So, and I figured, I didn't really ask anyone, but I figured that this is something that most people do too. They always like attach meaning, even though they don't mean to do it. Like it's something that happens, right? So I'm just like, maybe I could use this idea for something more. This could be for people that haven't, like, for people that don't know that this is something you can do. Maybe I can open them up to that world and have them be empowered by the messages behind the pieces, or be reminded, or be enlightened, or be motivated, like something, a small addition to their life, a small addition to their self-betterment journey, so something like that. So that's how it started off, and it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of fire into something bigger than that, but that's where it started.
That is honestly a very amazing idea for a business because, as you said, people hold sentimental value for objects in general, not to talk of like jewelry, especially. So, you mentioned earlier that you are starting graduate school, or you've already started. So, how do you balance that? Like, what does your typical day look like, being in graduate school and also owning a business?
Yeah. So I'm currently working towards applying for graduate school, just because I have like 2 prerequisite classes I need to take. But I recently graduated like last week from my undergrad. So I've been running my business since like second year of university. So it was a lot. Let me know. I can't lie. It was a lot to handle because I had to like learn how to balance being so active on social media, being like so interactive with my target audience on socials, and also obviously chasing a degree, like getting high grades in my classes and stuff like that. So it was a lot of like pressure, and obviously patience with myself, and yeah, dedication, honestly. A typical day, it would usually, okay, I'm going to reverse back to like the beginning where I was still trying to figure things out. It's calmed down a bit, but usually it would be my day will start the night before. I would plan out what I need to get done the next day. For example, it might be packing some orders and filming the behind the scenes of me packing some orders. And then, I would also have to like go to the post office the next day or that day because, it was orders have been built up for the week. Stuff like that. Just like small errands that like fill up your day, right? It would be content filming. And then on top of that, I would have to, okay, yeah, do I have a quiz today? Do I have a quiz I need to get prepared for? Do I have a test coming up? Oh, lecture. I have lecture at 2 p.m. Like it was a lot of like chaos, but yeah, I think I quickly got used to handle like being better with my time, and that really helped. So it was just a bunch of like maybe 8 tasks a day, and then sleep and then repeat. Yeah.
Honestly, being a university student myself, I really respect the fact that you're able to start a business while in school because, as you said, it's hectic, really, really hectic. So you already kind of alluded to it, but what challenges did you face, particularly at the beginning of your journey? You kind of said you had to balance your time and that kind of thing. Could you talk more about that?
Yeah. Yeah, it was so before I started like my business, I had only had to focus on school, right? So it was like there was a learning curve on how like I would allocate my time, and like, okay, so how will I prioritize certain things? I had difficulty knowing which was more important at the time. So whether I should be prioritizing, oh, I have to post this post by 3 p.m., for example, because I was really like going hard on social media. I had to post this post at 3 p.m. or versus, oh, but I have to complete my lab report before 3 p.m. So it's like, uh... so it was very tight for time. I would say that was one of my challenges. Another one of my challenges, I would say, was the comparison aspect of running a business. I don't know if people talk about this a lot, but as a young business or as a small business, you find a small business owner, you find yourself like really comparing yourself with other businesses or other brands in your niche and seeing, oh, they're doing really well, when the same thing, how come I'm not doing as well? So those are other types of like challenges I faced, and I had to learn that we all have our different paths and like ways to get to where we want to get to. We all have different goals, we all have different ideas, we're all different people, we're all unique people, and the uniqueness is what makes you stand out slash what will make you succeed, you know. So yeah, those are the two big challenges that I had beginning of my business. Yeah.
I agree. I agree. I think there's good comparison and then there's bad comparison.
Yeah.
So as you said, it's just important to know that everyone is on like different playing fields, right?
Yeah.
Everyone has their own path. So what do you enjoy the most about starting your own business?
I would say something that I didn't expect that I would enjoy, but I actually really enjoy is the operating of the business. So that's like the day-to-day, oh, I need okay, this is going out of stock. I need to order more so that I wouldn't have a situation where I don't have anything in stock for like a month, right? Or I have to network with other business owners or reach out to influencers for collaborations. Like the growth aspect of the growth aspect of running a business is something that I really enjoy. So yeah, that's something I didn't expect to, but yeah.
That's cool. Yes, definitely. Like when you think of the day to day, I think if you're really passionate about what you're doing, I think you'll just get so absorbed in it and you'll really like it and enjoy it. So that's really great. So speaking of influencers and partnerships and collaborations, are there any new projects you're currently working on in your business or any new products or services or a new phase or
there's a lot. The first one that comes to mind is this year I wanted to focus on being more local in Canada and being like more active on social media, but catered towards America. So like where I can't physically reach, right? So there is going to be a lot more in-person pop-up shops this summer, hopefully during winter as well, but I don't know if I'm up for the cold. We are going to be in stores this from June to I think December this year. I don't know if you know Black Owned Toronto.
I do.
Yeah, so we're gonna be in stores
Wow.
in their Scarborough Center, I think. But yeah, those are the two big things. I mean, more products, like obviously products will be coming as the months go on. Yeah, but I feel like in alignment with our goals this year, I feel like those are the two things that are standing out to me right now.
Oh my God, congratulations about like being featured with Black Black Toronto. That's amazing. That's a great opportunity for sure. So what qualities would you say that you had that brought you to the point that you are in your life today?
I would say patience. I'm a very patient person, but I had to learn how to be patient with myself. So I feel like that was a big one. Perseverance is another one. So I in the beginning it was hard because I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be harder than I thought. Blah 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 blah. I was towards the point of like giving up, but then I took a short break and then realized that okay, so if this is something I want to do long term, I would have to find how it works for my lifestyle, like the type of life I want to live, right? So making sustainable changes to how I handle my business, making my business not be my whole life, but be like a part of my life, if that makes sense. So it would be patience and perseverance. Yeah. And also my support network, obviously. My friends and my family, they have really helped me a lot in terms of pushing through it and just being proud of me. I feel like is another key motivator. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think especially being a young business owner, having that support network is so important. Friends, family, it can really get you a long way for sure. Yeah. Okay, and finally, what piece of advice would you give to the likes of me and every other student out there, every other youth out there about being an entrepreneur in your field, in the field of beauty and fashion and jewelry?
I would say the first most important thing is make sure that you have a passion for it, because at the end of the day, when all else fails, it's your passion that's going to make you keep going. So make sure you have a passion for it. Make sure it's something that you want and something that you're willing to do a lot for or sacrifice a lot for. So that's one thing. And the second thing would be the comparison aspect, because you can really compare yourself to the point where it stops you from seeing what was meant for you. You know what I mean? Like it will stop you from greatness and understanding that you are not anyone else and no one is you would be your biggest like drive. Like it will be your biggest factor or motivator. Yeah. So those are the two things. Don't compare yourself and make sure you have a passion for it.
That's amazing advice. And honestly, I really respect what you're doing. I'm definitely really motivated by what you do. And I wish you all the best. Thank you so, so much once again.
Thank you so much for having me. Definitely.